Welcome back to the Three Skald Saga with your three Skalds,
Kevin Miner, Jake Carlini,
and Drew Cochran. What happened last session, guys?
I almost died.
How did that happen?
Well, we both almost died. Well, you know, I was valiantly defeating this witch, Masriel. Like, I was really kicking the crap out of her.
Yeah,
I would
dude.
say.
Oh, yeah.
And she, you know, ripped right into my chest. I'm bleeding. All of a sudden, the Mongols show up. Like, the world's going to hell. And then, of course, you know, the curse of the void that my father placed upon me takes place physically. Like, it erupts physically on this my day of worst days, and I threw a punch into it.
Into the void which consumed you.
Sucked you right in,
Like
a vacuum.
You know, you know, the end of the Breakfast Club when he jumps and punches. It was like that, but
It was like that.
just
It was like
punching
that, but then Bender
into
shoots
the
through
void.
TV.
Yeah.
Right.
What about you?
I also almost died. Me and all of my people were rounded up into a giant Coliseum type structure, and we were all held at spear point, and being pushed into this giant portal, similar to, actually exactly like the
Very
portal.
Congruent, one might say.
Yeah.
Ruined. So we were all being pushed into it, and though I was terrified, my little mouse counterpart was not, and I trusted their judgment, and I walked into it.
Awesome.
So Alfar led you through.
Alfar.
Alfar.
Yeah, Alfar.
I've never.
Alfonso.
Come on, Alfonso.
I've never even met this mouse. This is crazy.
Yeah.
I have no concept of this.
It's because I think in
Alfar.
your universe,
He doesn't
it's
even
just
exist.
It's just like a pet rat.
He's a
or
regular.
something.
Yeah.
So, how many experience do we have from last session? Do you remember?
Two.
Two
experience.
experience. Awesome.
Not zero anymore.
Can we use that for anything?
Yeah, you can use it to level up. You can
Yeah.
buy.
Can we level up now so I can get my hit point, my vigor back?
Oh yeah. We'll get to the bottom of that.
Okay.
Don't worry.
All right. Because I'm pretty sure if I don't do something proactive, I'm dead.
Little did you know, the portal that we just walked into is
It
actually
was.
like 1,000 feet in the air.
Oh,
so
God.
we're just gonna die as soon as we go into this land anyway. We're just gonna hit the ground. We're dead. Story's over.
So,
Why, Drew.
yeah, we're just gonna jump right into it.
All right.
Literally.
You
Or
step
punch it.
into this void, into hell itself. As you do so, you immediately notice that, one, there's nothing beneath your feet to catch you.
Okay.
You're hurtling downward into this spiral.
Okay.
You see around you this, likewise, a storm of living bodies, living souls, being dragged in this spiral down towards this bottom of this pit. Immediately as you step forth into the blackened veil, the air which once filled your lungs, that was arid, bright, and dusty, becomes sour, acidic, musty, and dark. You feel the gloom enter your lungs as if it was a substance itself. The thick mucus flavor coats your throat, and it is not your own. You hear this violent array of noises of all these different tongues of people as they are thrown down into the bottom of this pit, and likewise, the lot of you feel a giant thud as you fall to this actually soft and moist ground.
So, it's thud.
Yeah.
But I'm not like I'm caught by soft, moist ground.
Yes.
Okay.
It's almost this. It gives way. It's almost.
Did I see him in there?
Like a spongy.
In the swirl?
Like a spongy type ground. Just.
Did I see
it
anyone
bounces back.
that I knew?
So as soon as you're there,
Is this like Wizard of Oz? Like,
So
does
check-
Mashrou like pedal by me on a bike while I'm
No.
swirling around?
Oh, God.
Massive bodies.
If only.
Ugh.
Some might say that might be as
That-
walking to cake, as what is
Walking on
about to
cake.
take place.
Give me
here.
a cake to walk on.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
So immediately, you kind of hit the ground, and you see that there are many people scuffling around, and likewise to the Mongolian scene prior, they are shouting in terror. But this time, it is as if the vigor has been renewed in their lungs, just as each of you have regained 1 vigor point from your last scene. So you're at full, Jaku.
So I have an extra vigor point.
No, you're still at max. And you're at 1 vigor.
Good try.
I tried to sleep.
That was a good try.
So you see that these people are trampling each other. They're running away, and as you look above them, you see that there are these 3 gigantic beasts. There are these 4 eye stalks and these tendrils that are erupting from this one thing to the east of you, and it is this amorphous red form.
Oh,
and you see that there are people inside of its clutches that it's just sort of grabbing and bringing into itself. And to your right, you see this gigantic, multi-headed terror. It has these onyx beaks of a crow and these 6 blue crystalline eyes that sort of gaze out among the crowd, and they are very, almost meticulously pecking into this mass of people that are running around almost in this circle, a circle pit, if you will, of hell.
Wow.
And you see the bodies just like
Brutal.
yeah.
Brutal.
And there's another beast that is hard for you to discern. And above you, you look and you feel just as disoriented as one could be.
Oh yeah.
And there's this fog. You begin to feel like you can see things in the fog, but everything around you is just pandemonium, and it's hard. It's hard to just exist.
It is.
You can notice, however, that among the peoples that are in this hell pit with you, there are diverse garbs, there are different skin tones, there are different dialects.
There's stuff I don't recognize.
Something you don't recognize. It wasn't
I've never
just the
seen
people.
before, because this is the dimension. These are all the dimensions.
Yeah.
There are people that you do not recognize who were with you prior to stepping in. You know that you're not alone, and you can recognize those who were with you.
Okay.
So you look around, you see all these things. What do each of you do? You're inside of this craziness.
Do you want one of us to start, and then we can?
Yeah, whichever.
You want to go? Okay, I can go. All right. I'm obviously clutching onto my friend Althar.
Yeah.
Because he's a small mouse, and he cannot defend himself in such a harsh climate. So I am just clutching onto him, trying to figure out what's going on.
Okay.
Are you looking at him?
He's within my hands.
Okay.
Because when I scooped him up before we surrendered to this portal, I had him in my hands. But now everything's going crazy, so I'm just like,
okay, I can springboard off that.
Holding him close.
Yeah. I'm gonna. This is par for the course for me at this point.
Yeah, get it.
It's been the worst day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get up because I'm not in the void. I conquered it. Right? Here we are.
Well,
Hold on. I got through the void part.
yeah.
Dad.
Yeah.
Like that's where Mashrou's at.
Suck it,
So
Dad.
yeah,
I killed you.
I made it through the void.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming like the giant beast. Come on, I almost died back there, and then I got stuck through a void. You're threatening me with giant beast. I'll come back for them.
Sure.
I'm gonna look around. Do I see anyone that's familiar to me?
So you do. Before that happens, though, as you stand to your feet,
Yep.
you notice that the blood that has been just, gushing forth from your chest has sort of become scabrous, right? It's sort of dried over, and you look down as you notice this, as if a week has passed, almost, right? There is still this hole right beneath where your heart should be.
Okay.
And that as you look inside of this hole, you see that it's not just this fleshy bit, but it's this hole that's wider than what you remember. It's not a slit of a knife.
Yeah.
But it's actually like a miniature tunnel that goes into yourself.
Okay.
And as you look into it, you sort of you feel like you're looking into your own soul, as it were.
Oh.
And you feel exposed, almost naked. And this sort of feeling kind of lingers around your psyche.
Mm-hmm.
And as even the words of your father, who cursed you to the void, rung in your ears, even though you've defeated him, you seem to have now gained this new, I wouldn't call it a fear, but this exposure.
It's almost like the void's in you now.
Oh.
Like, you're not even in the void's in you.
Yeah. Is there, like, does anyone have, like, is there tattered cloth or something? I want to, like, make a sash to cover this. Like, I don't want other people, I feel like he doesn't want people to see.
So yeah, there's a good amount of, slain corpses.
Yeah, I'm
around.
definitely, I'm going to go over to one that maybe has, like, a tunic or, like, a tartan or something that I can easily just rip, wrap, and tie. Like, and just get that on and, like, put the knot up here and cover it over here and just kind of have, like, a sash added to my wardrobe.
Yeah, so as you do this, you sort of look around and you're scrounging around these bodies and you see that mix into this generally humane crowd. Like, like the vibe that you get at an instinctual level is that, these are all humans, even though they're all foreigners.
Yeah.
And you're from a quite, like, socially progressed civilization. So race is not that big of a deal to you. Tribalism is not.
No, we just hate the Mongols. That's it.
Well, now you do, right?
Fair. No, we always...
Before they were... Oh, okay, sure. But now, as you look about, you see that you're not the only one scrounging amongst this trampling crowd that's being eaten alive.
Okay.
You pick up the sash, and you sort of just glance over, and from the corner of your eye, you see these 3 children who are naked, and they have, like, these atrophied limbs, right? They're kind of stubbly.
Oh, no.
And they have these swollen heads that are probably almost the size of their actual torso.
Oh, gross.
And their skin is just this pale gray. And the eyes that they have are larger than they should be. And you see that they're sort of very slowly, and you see the faces that they have are full of fear and greed, as they sort of rummage through these bodies and take, sometimes they actually will be eating the flesh of these corpses, not in an angry, not in a predatorial sense, but rather very much from a scavenger's stance, right? And they'll also take with them anything that has shining properties to them.
So they're like little greedy blue slug babies.
The vibe that you get off of them is more that they are destitute and they need what they're seeking.
Oh.
And as you actually look into the items that they're bearing in their tiny little hands, their fleshy little weak fingers.
Oh, gross.
You see that the glinting of the treasures and the golds and even just the brass sigils that they're carrying, they shine a lot brighter than even the sky did in your home world. What's your take on that? What do you just keep going about your business, or do you approach these weirdos inside of the chaos, or?
Yeah, actually. I think I would. Did I already do sash thing? Am I good?
Yeah, this is all happening at once.
So as I'm doing that, I notice this, and like, I think just out of sheer like befuddlement, like not even knowing up from down, left from right, I'm definitely not going anywhere near giant beastie thing for now.
Yeah.
You know, I'm trying to assess my surroundings. This is the first thing that's not like attacking things, but definitely doing something that maybe, and they're small, right?
Yeah, they're the size of an average child, perhaps 3 to 4 years old.
Okay, so I feel like they don't pose too much of a threat to me. So I'm definitely going to get closer and try to analyze if there's like a methodology about what they're taking or how they're rummaging through, or if like there's something on a corpse near them that I could use. Do I need any sort of like insight for that, or?
So you approach them?
I'm going to approach, yeah.
So as this happens, of course, you are being buffeted by all of these panicked human souls.
I'm kind of swatting them.
Yeah, you swat them away.
Move out of my way. I'm walking this way. Yeah.
Also,
don't you know who I am?
So mechanically, before I didn't really explain this too much because it doesn't need too much explanation, but your wound from the world before has converted into a blemish.
Okay.
So now you are at 1 vigor, and you have a hole to your heart, and you'd write that into statuses.
Okay.
Hole to your heart.
Hole to the heart.
And then you'd write exposed in parentheses afterwards.
And then exposed.
Yeah. So
brutal.
The other thing is everybody's either trampling or being trampled inside of this expanse. So as
super brutal,
these children are sort of scrounging around in their modeled manners, they are also being stepped on by these crazed, fearful humans. And as they are stepped on, you see that their bodies are a bit more pliable than a human skeletal structure would be.
Like jellyfish people.
And they're just like, they're almost so weak that if any force is applied to them, they can do nothing but
just squish.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So as you approach them, what do you do?
I honestly think I'm gonna like poke one.
Oh yeah,
that's the first thing you do.
Yeah, you
okay.
Figure out.
I think I'm gonna try to like figure out what it is myself. Like I'm gonna like.
So you see, there's one that is eating a human corpse. It's this woman. He's actually eating the naked breast off of her body. That's the one you're poking. Okay.
Yeah.
So as you poke this child,
I mean, it's been stepped on while I'm walking toward it. I'm just like, what the?
They're obviously not like biting back.
Yeah.
So.
As you poke it, it sort of recoils, and as you approach it, it notices almost with this seemingly like sixth sense that your attention is upon it. Mm-hmm. And as you bloop, poke it, it sort of recoils in fear, and then you see its headlight eyes sort of fixate on you, and you can notice the sadness that is in the soul of this very young, witless creature. And in this very innocent tone of neediness and despair, it asks you, "Do you have any food? Can you help me? Can you help me?" And then it begins to sort of walk towards you, stumbling, getting trampled on, and then it sort of reaches out to you and touches your metallic arm. And for the first time since you were blessed by the djinn, you actually begin to feel the touch of this creature in your mechanic arm.
I'm pulling my hand away and getting away from this thing. Like, I'm not into that at all.
Sure.
It's terrifying.
Yeah. I haven't felt that arm in forever. I'm just gonna...
Do you say anything as this happens? Do you speak?
I just kind of recoil in disgust. I'm just kind of like, ugh! Like, and just begin looking for something else.
Meanwhile, Jaku, I got it right, you guys. Jaku, you are also inside of this cyclone of souls, right? You fall to the floor, you spring back up, you look back with your head, and you see that the closest creature to you has this gigantic face of a tiger, and it has these blackened eyes that have these pupils that are white and shining as a diamond. And you see that although it is imperious, and you see that it has these gigantic claws that are just carving into these souls and unmasked, just sort of engorging itself on them. Before you stand up, you see that there are these 5 or 6 alien children that we've described prior, that are sort of scrounging about in terror. And you see that there are also these diverse peoples that are among you that were not among you as you left Baghdad. What is your first course of action?
All right.
You have Alfar in your hand.
I have Alfar in my hands. Yes, I'm just trying to keep him with me.
Yeah.
Because I do not want to lose him
Mhm.
because I have no idea where I am.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like weaving in and out of people because I am nimble, and I'm just looking for anyone familiar.
So as you do that, right, you see that there are that little sort of pack of these weird alien children, and I would assume that you would assume that they're demons, because I would also assume that you would assume that you're in hell right now.
Right.
Right? So you kind of have that thought pass through your mind. Perhaps you think like, oh wow, I really am a scumbag. I don't know. But then as this is going forth, you see this this brilliant glint of this. What color is your arm? Your mechanic arm?
I'm gonna let you pick that.
So it has.
I feel like it would be like an off gold.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say almost.
It would definitely be like a prized arm. You know, like
I would also say that it has red.
Yeah.
Almost like a copper.
Yeah.
Like a copper.
Yeah.
It's like the Islamic calligraphy.
And because it operates on steam, the calligraphy as it heats up, it like glows red.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you see this arm sort of like throw itself up amidst this crowd. It's perhaps in your 11 o'clock, right?
Right.
You notice that it is extremely bright, and everything else around you is very much in this sort of suffocated dusk.
Yeah.
Right. It's hard for you to just see anything to begin with, and you see this glinting arm raise up, and it's this metal arm, and then you sort of are taken aback by it just for a split second, right? And then you see the face that the arm belongs to.
And I am confused because it is Mashrou.
Yes. What's going through your head? Tell me.
Although that I only know Mashrou as a neighborhood bully, he's the
Isn't he
only.
dead?
What?
Didn't he die?
I did
Yes.
die in your world.
Yes.
Yeah. I got executed.
Yes, but like everybody is being pushed into this hole. I see you. I am confused, though it is the only familiar thing that I see.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to check that out. I'm gonna go see what's going on, and I'm just all sorts of confused.
You just beeline him as this swarm of people.
Yeah, I'm just like weaving in and out of people trying to get over
And
there and see what's going on. Because as far as I know, I'm dead.
Yeah.
And this is hell.
Yeah.
So
I assume that he would probably get you would probably come over and get my attention, because Mashrou at this point, after this gross interaction, is looking for where's an exit that's not by giant beasts?
Absolutely.
I don't know where I am. I was pushed into a hole.
Yeah.
I dove into a hole basically. Yeah. I know that Mashrou is dead, so I can only assume that if he's here, I'm also dead.
Oh yeah.
You know, so I'm it's kind of like sealing my suspicion. It's kind of like
you're
confirming. It's confirming. Yeah, exactly. It's confirming my thought of yes, I'm okay. Yeah, I'm definitely dead because
he's here.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm terrified. I don't know where I am. So the only thing I know here is Mashrou.
Okay. So you walk up to him, and as you do so, you end up trampling on one of the gray children.
The squishies.
And you feel its cold body sort of, pressed down.
Like a damp moss.
Yeah, almost like mud. Right?
Yeah.
And oily.
So gross.
On a pudding skin.
Why are they so gross?
A nice thick pudding skin.
So you see
I want nothing to do
Mashrou,
with them.
the dead one.
Talk
it out. Tell me what happens.
Well, I assume my back is probably to him, because I'm looking for anything that's not giant beasts, that's not gross,
So you're
gray,
still reacting.
squished children.
You're still reacting to this thing touching you, and then you having
But also-
feeling in your mechanic arm.
Oh,
This is a different Mashrou.
Today just keeps
You don't
getting
know.
worse.
You don't know that yet.
No.
So.
So all right.
Now you're approaching him. You see him, something familiar, and now you.
Yeah, how do you get my
How do you call him?
I just yell out Mashrou.
And dude, I hear my name and I whip around, and
do you recognize the voice at all?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Not only do I recognize the voice, I turn around
and you're mad.
And I see you, and this is your fault.
Right.
So I'm like I turn around, and it's almost like you see me and then
Pissed off.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm coming for you.
So wait, what is your reaction? You definitely see that, and the interesting thing about this is that as this interaction takes place, each of your eyes begin to sort of both fixate, but also become acclimated to the place that you're in, and you notice that as you look at each other, it becomes clearer to see each other.
Right.
In the peripheral.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you can sort of see other things unfolding in little details, and you start to notice a little bit more color, etc. So, back to the scene.
Okay.
All right. So, Mashrou.
You! This is your fault! You should have killed her! And then I'm gonna, like, not in, like, a violent way, not like a I'm gonna kill you way, but like in a I'm very familiar with you and I know that I can, like, muscle you around. I'm gonna take this mechanical arm and pick him up.
Sure.
And just be holding you up, yeah.
Right.
Like right by the shirt, and I'm just gonna be like, what is this trickery?
Does he get you, or do you try to check on the circle and get away?
I think he gets me.
Okay.
I'm gonna say he gets me.
Only
and
in
I'm
the
kinda,
sense that I'm like, I'm not coming with like a fist up. I'm coming in.
Yeah, because I wasn't expecting that reaction because I have no idea what you know.
Yeah.
You know. So you grab me and I'm like, I'm terrified, but I'm like looking at this arm like, yo, what is this? And I'm like, grabbing it and I'm like, and I'm screaming.
Can I feel him grabbing my arm?
What is happening? What is going on? What is this arm?
So as this happens and he grabs you, we're gonna take a falter check to see if you hold on to Alfar.
Oh yeah, because I have my boy. Wow.
So this is gonna be an attack. It's not gonna. It's essentially just a falter check. So it is your defense. So you choose your check, add 9, and then you. Yeah. So this is actually a challenge check. So because you're the attacker, you give me your check, and then your check is going to be, Jake, the other side, the opposite side of the circle. So we're gonna add 10 to it because
So I have a 10 window.
So would he give it?
No.
As a defender, does he give his check first?
So with a challenge check, this is for like PC to PC, hero to hero conflict. I have a hidden number in my head that's separate from both of your checks.
Okay.
And instead of needing to match whoever is closest.
So we're doing the checks like we normally do. We're still either trying to stay away from.
But it's
or
only
hit
one
your number.
check.
Yeah.
So essentially, you're on the other side of the circle of him, and whoever's closest to me wins.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
But because you are the one who's more prowess inside of this physical arena, you have the bigger reach. Your reach is 3. So give me that check.
I'm going to go 16 to 19.
Okay. Yeah. So you drop the mouse. Give me a sensory check. It can be... Yeah, just give me a check. Jake, Yaku, you'll get 1 reach to this, and this is noticing the mouse.
I got
as you drop him.
I got one
reach.
One number?
Yes. So you choose your number. If it was like 19, it'd be 19 and 20.
14, 15.
Awesome. So as you drop Alfar, you see that this brass arm just come up and choke you almost in your your shirt, and then you see that your hands sort of splay out like this, one side to the east and the other to the west. You drop Alfar, and as he scurries away, he tries to come back around, but you notice that on his forehead there is a purple jewel that was not there before.
There's a purple jewel on Alfar's forehead?
Yes.
Interesting.
And it sort of glints out to you before he scurries off into the night. But you can sense from his emotionality, because you have that sort of psychic link, that he's not leaving.
We have the
He's
I'm not worried about Alfar because I'm more so worried because but when I see him go off, I'm more so afraid because we're separated.
Yes.
But I'm not too worried about his safety. I just don't want to be without that
absolutely
attachment.
He's your only real friend.
He's the only friend I have as far as
you who is cursed to ruin
ever had. Yeah. Besides the role model that betrayed me, the only person who's never betrayed me.
Yeah. Okay.
Return. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay. No, it's okay. So when I pick him up, I go, how do we get out of here?
I don't know where we are. I don't know where to go.
Did she make this realm?
I don't know who you're talking about. Who is she?
Mashrou make this realm?
How do you know about Mashrou?
You were supposed to kill her.
I did kill her.
No, you did not.
Yes, I did.
She almost killed me. And then I show him the little hole.
Yeah, what is your reaction?
Now I'm like,
so
confused.
You're still confused.
I'm like, we'll figure this out. We'll figure this out.
You're damn straight we'll figure this out. Now find the exit. And I let him down.
Awesome. That's great.
This is great.
So what is your reaction to his threatening presence? Are you like, okay, I'm compliant to this, or yeah, tell me what goes on.
I'm somewhat compliant because we have that relationship.
Yeah.
As far as I know, or actually no, we don't have that
I'm a
relationship
bully.
in my world.
No.
Oh,
I'm a
snap.
bully.
He's expecting me to be compliant.
Yeah.
But as far as I know, he's just a bully.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not really afraid of this bully because he's just like a teenage neighborhood bully.
Gotcha.
He doesn't matter to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of just give him some lip. And I'm like, I'm just as confused as you are. I don't know where we are. I killed Mashrou.
Well, then what use are you?
I don't know. I don't know what you want from me. I don't know where we are. You're
All
the
I
only
know-
person I know.
All I know is I don't want to be near those, and I point towards like the giant beast things. I want nothing to do with those.
So
And as I
boys.
point, I feel like I unintentionally touch one of them, like a little like I want nothing to do with those.
So as you point, give me a dodge check because there are these 3 onyx gigantic beaks that are coming down
Okay.
to smite the both of you.
Defense.
Yes.
All right. 1 to 7.
Okay. How about you, Yaku?
I have the same read. What do I have?
This is your defense, which is 9.
9.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm gonna do 2 to 10.
All right. So.
We both died.
Mid quarrel, these 2 gigantic onyx beaks come down and snatch you each up into its gullet. Or no, not gullet, sorry. No. Into its beak, right? And then as it's like a roller coaster, right? You're completely whipped back. And each of you are dealt 4 damage.
Okay.
So you're at full vigor, and then you are at 1 vigor, so you have
Negative
a wound of 3.
A wound of 3.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm at how much
So you have
vigor?
1 vigor left.
Oh God.
As each of these throw you up, though, they release you again. You know how like not seagulls
Toss him up.
toss them up. You know.
Trying to get us in the gullet.
Yes.
Yeah.
As that happens, you begin to see more of the realm itself. Okay.
Okay.
And you're mid-air.
Whoa.
And you see that you're in sort of this tube, and you're thrown up, and you notice the walls of this place near you are not as foggy as they used to be, and it's this similar fleshy substance, like the inside of an intestine. And there are these eyes that are sort of peering out from the darkness in every direction, on every side.
Oh, like that.
And there are also these large pink quartz crystals that are almost like this gigantic stairwell made for a giant that sort of jut out from one side of this this tube, as it were. You also see that flying around in a circle and nearing you is this this robed figure, this person in a blue robe. You see that there are 4 arms on this individual, and it's riding this this gazelle that is flying in the air and has these 3 wings, each of which have a human hand as the wing, and it has this this gigantic long spear that's sort of prodding into both the beasts and the crowd, searching for something.
Oh.
This is all like split second, but you notice very quickly that there is one of these quartz crystals close to you.
Oh. I'm grabbing for it.
All right. So each of y'all give me a check for that.
Yeah. What's the reach on this one?
So it's a physical skill. So for you, underhand would work here because you're physically attuned.
Okay, so I can do the 3 on that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. I'm gonna do 10 to 13.
Okay, yeah.
What's
Yaku,
my reach on this?
you would have a reach of 1 because you have the nimble status.
Right. Okay. So I got 1. 16, 17.
Okay.
And we're dead.
You feel alive for the first time in a long time in this hellish place. It's been such an evocative last few minutes, but there's only been terror. You're still really emotionally processing what's happening as your hands touch this quartz, this pink crystal. You begin to feel as if it is attracting yourself towards it, and instead of grasping onto this ledge, you feel yourself fall onto it, as if you've been going down this whole
And then gravity, so gravity kind of switches and I'm on the crystal. Okay.
Now the both of you are there. You notice that all this is happening. Do you continue your conversation?
I would assume that you think that I'm a liar at this point too, because I did claim to have killed this crazy warrior.
No, don't assume. We'll just interact. I'll let you start this since we're.
All right, so we land on this crystal.
Yes.
Okay.
I kind of point down and I go, and that is exactly what I'm talking about.
And I am kind of
Disoriented.
disoriented. But my mind is also not so much concerned with our own conversation.
Okay.
Because I did lose my only friend, and that's kind of all I care about.
All right.
at this moment. So I am just looking around, scrambling, and looking around.
Okay. And I can see this thing riding around searching for stuff, right?
Yeah.
It's above us technically now, but like that's.
It's upside down.
It's upside down.
You.
Can I tell if its intent is good or bad?
It has not revealed that to you.
Okay. And we're on the crystals that get up and out of the tube?
They go up. You don't know what was above and is now beneath you. It is still shrouded.
Do they also go down beneath the level that we were on? Or
so you were kind of at...
Around the outside.
Around the outside.
Yes.
So you were kind of at the bottom of this.
Okay.
And as you're looking down now, because it's a place that you've been intimate with, you notice that the crowd is actually kind of just, there's not much left. Yeah. And these beasts are starting to fight each other over the bodies that remain.
Okay.
And as you see that the crimson beast with the tendrils before, it has this giant carapace that goes in a spiral, and as it sort of lumbers forth on this 1 foot, it secretes this acid that is eating away at what looks like, to put it, frankly, like a giant asshole.
Okay.
And that's what the base on which you were standing on
has become.
It's
acid now.
It is now becoming to be acidic, yes. Okay. So it's starting to...
And a giant butthole at the same time.
Yep. It's
wow.
Sphincter.
Yeah, I want nothing to do with that. I'm climbing up.
You aren't very comfortable in this place at all.
No.
You don't want anything
I'm starting to get out of there.
You don't want to do with anything.
I'm just moving away from those beasts and those things and that.
Yes.
Like that's okay. So I'm basically like, and I assume. Well, I don't assume. What are you? You're still kind of like worried about.
I'm worried about
Alfar.
I'm worried about Alfar, but I'm in the same spot as you, and you make your. Are you making a move?
You're the only person I know. I feel like I'm gonna grab him again by the shirt and start making my way up.
So you're trying to like save.
Like
me.
I'm like
taking me with you.
Not even.
I don't want to be
like,
alone.
I was like, this is the only thing I know.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. I was gonna say I was gonna follow you, but if you're making me follow you, then we're doing that.
Yeah.
So my question for Yaku is, as he grabs you by the scruff again, You're just sort of getting your gears off of, you're almost death.
Yeah, I am
almost getting
dead
eaten
here.
alive in hell. You notice that your best friend is gone. You think that he's down there in this now evaporating chasm that's going to fall. Do you cry out his name? Are you just so taken aback that you're silent?
I don't cry out his name, but I'm starting to worry more about him because we do have that psychic connection.
Yes.
But the farther we get from each other,
oh yeah,
it weakens.
Yes.
And I'm starting not to feel him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
So he's just there. He's barely there, and so I'm more so just dying. And worried that because I'm starting not to feel how far.
Yeah.
There you go. So as this is taking place, you begin to
ascend.
You begin to ascend. You see that the crystal that's above you is at the least 20 feet above where you are standing now.
Oh Jesus!
You can't really jump there.
Yeah.
But as you look around, you also see that there are eyes from every angle. There are these small little dots, sometimes in pairs, sometimes in threes, sometimes in more. And they move. And you look to the wall that's near you, and you see these sort of centipede-esque creatures and these other insects and these other humanoids that are just sort of cringing at your presence, and they sort of busk off, as it were. And they're standing upon this plane as if it was normal to stand at a 90-degree angle from where gravity is pulling.
I'm going in that direction.
Okay.
I'm going toward the things that are afraid of me.
Yeah.
Because I'm more comfortable there. I'm not going to try to jump I can't jump 20 feet.
Sure.
Yeah.
So you see that I would assume that you're kind of surveying the reactions of these beings that you can now see.
Oh yeah, I'm lumbering that way, and I'm looking for maybe I could punch through one of these eyes. Maybe we can climb this wall. I see them moving around as if it's normal to be at 90 degrees. So I'm probably I'm asking myself, can I stand there like them? Can I punch this eye? Everything's weird here. Are there more weird children things back there? Because I don't want that.
You see some of them among the massive creatures.
Ugh, I'm not looking at them.
Those are among the sets of eyes that leave your presence the quickest.
Okay, great. I'm still going toward it.
So you're going up away from the debacle below.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So as you do so, you see one of these centipedes, and each of its legs is covered in this moss, this green fur. And you see that it has a mouth that is similar to a lizard, right? It's kind of this maw, and it can't get away from you quick enough because it has so many legs. It's almost like it's weighing it down. Do you attack it? Was that your purpose? Or
No. I have no reason to attack anything here yet. Because the things that are trying to scurry away from me, I'm not going to attack them.
Yeah.
No. I'm going to let them, if anything, I'm still what the heck is this? I'm not going to really go toward it, but I'm going to assess it as it still attempts to move away from me.
Yeah.
What direction is it going? Can I go that way?
It's going up. You see it scurry up the direction that you want to go, even though you can't jump.
I want to go that way.
Okay, so you sort of step onto this fleshy wall again, and the dank air just continues to fume into your lungs, and it's just this horrid. What's the word? It's not damp, but muggy. Okay. This muggy, organic smell exudes from everywhere.
Gross.
And you begin to walk, and do you let go of him, or are you just
No, I'm keeping him with me.
So you're just hostage.
Essentially, yeah.
I've got him by the back of the shirt. I'm just kind of carrying him
King Kong.
Suitcase status.
Okay. As you do so, you see that there's this small toad creature that can't hop away from you fast enough, and it has these like sort of sickle ends on its hands, and it's
Do they
starting
stab into the wall?
Yeah, he's starting to burrow in, and you see this small amount of purple dark blood sort of spew out like a little trickle. He's trying to burrow his way in so he can avoid you. And he sees that you're coming too fast for him. And he cries out and he says, "My lord, let me live!" Ribbit.
Alright. I'm grabbing him.
You're grabbing him?
I mean, yeah, I'm
Okay.
I'm going toward him with an open hand, and because he spoke, I'm gonna say, I'm still trying to figure out what this place is.
Yeah.
So I'm coming at this guy. I'm going. You can speak.
And as you emit your ferocity out towards him, he sort of shudders, and you see that there's like this little liquid urine coming out of him, and he
So I'm not gonna grab him.
secretes it out of his self. In
Yeah,
different
as he
portions.
does that, I'm not gonna
A defense
touch him.
mechanism.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. What place is this?
So he returns and he says, "Well, actually, what you hear is his croaking, like, in this sort of high-pitched, fearful tenor.
Yeah.
And then this is both of your ears, by the way. You're not gone, Jaku. That sound sort of translates into your brain after a foggy moment, and this is sort of how it's been with every
All the sound.
being
Yeah.
you've interacted with, and the words sort of materialize into your brain. And he says, "Lord, this is Sorzid, the Gorlins. What do you have of me? A scavenger."
How do I get out of here?
There are several means. You may exit towards fertility, or go forth as you are to heart. But beware the sea. I lost my own loves there, my 2 children. Let me remain here. Leave me, please. And he starts to burrow back away.
I'm gonna let him burrow,
Okay.
and I'm gonna look toward where, like, the directions that he said, because we could go toward the heart,
Yeah.
which is down, right?
Up.
Up. So the heart's up, and then fertility's down through the butt hole.
To your knowledge,
Yeah.
what you would assume.
That's the
perhaps.
only. Yeah, I would go through the butthole to go there.
That's where I want to go anyway. 'Cause
That's where you want to go.
That's where Elf.
Well, this is where I was gonna go. I was gonna go. I'm basically gonna upright him and go up or down.
Down.
Fine. And we're gonna start making our way back down.
Okay.
Walking fast, faces past,
Yeah.
and we're anus bound.
Anus bound? That's great.
It smells bad.
Smells real bad.
So you begin your trek, and the experience that you've had with these eyes, sort of seeing you and whisking away, it continues. You walk down towards where the initial quarrel was, and you see that now there's only one remaining beast left amidst all of the scuffle. And it is the crimson snail monster itself. The other 2 bodies are either slain or non-existent.
Okay.
The one that you do see is the crow beast, this hydra monster, and you see that 2 of its heads are laying there, just sort of twitching. Yeah, the tongues are laying out, all of that. The specter that was flying around is perched on its body, and this is sort of the last thing that you can see. But where there was once this sort of sphincter belly door, there's now nothing, and it's just more fog, and you cannot see past it.
Damn it.
Do you try to go around these bodies? What do you do?
I think, although I'm pretty confident in my movement, I'm gonna ask Jaku again. I'm gonna grab Jaku. I'm gonna go. Well, which way now? Still carrying him the entire time.
Also, there are a lot of the corpses sort of strewn about amongst that, you see that there are several different smaller creatures that are surrounding each of the bodies, similar to how the Grey Children were before, but now it's as if the scavenger class has come in to devour after the wreckage.
As we start coming down, I feel Alfar's
We'll make a check.
thing.
This is
Let's do that.
You'll get this check is equal to your level, so you get reach of 3 to it. Okay.
Yeah, because this is gonna help me determine which way we're going.
Do your check.
Because I'm going right to him.
Yeah.
So I have a 3. You said
3 reach. Yes.
3 reach. I'm going to do 7 to 10.
All right. So you sort of reach out. You sort of reach out in your mind's eye to try to pierce through this fog, and as you sort of the two of you clamber forth towards your friend, you find that he seems to be in 2 places. There's a signal that's farther off, about the same distance near you as it was when you were launched up initially. And then also there's another one that is amidst the bodies and is moving about.
And I just grab you and I'm like, well, where to now?
Towards the bodies. I need to find Alfar.
I'm gonna.
You also don't know who Alfar is.
I'm gonna set you down and let you lead the way.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
All right, so it's kind of this ring of corpses, and now, as I said before, the larger beasts have been quelled, and the one tigress creature is no longer in sight whatsoever. The crimson snail is farther down. It's as if it doesn't care about any form of risk that's surrounding it, but it's kind of just moseying on along. And there's this ring about the intestinal wall, if you want to call it that, of where all these bodies were, and the flap of what was the sphincter is sort of splayed out on top. So it's kind of like a deep dish pizza, There's the one layer of the goodies, and then there's the cheese layer, and then there's another layer of goodies. That sphincter wall that's been eaten by the acid is the cheese layer in between both layers of corpses.
Okay.
And as I said before, the differing eyes are wandering about. You see a bunch of fights breaking out. You also see the crow monster being poked at and sort of autopsied by the Blue Rider. And these are the only presences that you can discern at this moment.
I know that he's going toward the bodies.
Yeah.
But if we've observed this and I see that there's obviously a champion here.
Yeah.
In my very childlike manner.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like, a champion. Okay. I trust this guy.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. So I'm gonna start walking toward this guy who's poking and prodding at this beast. And as I do, I'm gonna say, "Ho there!"
Ho there! It echoes forth down into the hollows. As this happens, you see that he does not turn an eye towards you, but rather there appear 3 different entities, these 3 small bursts of light in front of you. One of them is pink, another is orange, the other is a dark green.
Okay.
And it sort of flashes at you. Give me your first magic defense check. There are 2
so I get
different checks to this.
I get 8.
8 is the reach you'll add on to this check.
All right, so I'm gonna go 20 to 7.
Okay, give me the next one.
I'm gonna go. I don't want to vary it too much. I kind of want to do 27, 2 to 10, and then a third.
No, just 2.
Okay.
So 2 to 10 is your second check. Okay. So you fall unconscious and drop to the floor.
Okay. Yeah.
So at this stage,
What happens that causes me to drop to the floor? Do I
it
witness
is the
something?
flashes of those 3 different lights themselves.
And I just
Yeah, you're zonked out.
I shut down.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You see that you hear this sort of laughter as if these three lights are sort of snickering to each other. Fool. That's kind of the vibe you get before you go under.
Okay.
Jaku, let's say that you guys parted ways before this approach happened. And like you're perhaps 80 feet off and you're kind of looking for the bodies, but you're also just kind of sending out your radar signal without trying to get into any fights, because you see that there are these smaller critters that are sort of, wrestling each other, biting each other, trying to get this human flesh into their gullet.
Yeah. I'm not yelling for Alfar because I don't need to.
Yeah, you're just sending out the psychic.
Yeah, it's stronger. Like he'll be able to hear me better through that than he would through actual sound. Because it would be just.
So do you see Alfar go down, or Mashrou rather?
I feel like he would hear me go down.
I think I hear it
because I'm kind of lumberous.
Yeah. Okay. What happens? What do you do?
I look back and I'm
face down.
I am very inclined to run to him.
Are those lights still there when I'm down?
Yeah. Do I see the lights over there?
In the time that it takes for you to fall and the sound to emit.
Turn.
Yeah, they're no longer. Okay. You see nothing.
So you just see me passed out on the ground.
So he's 80 feet off.
80 feet off.
Worst thing.
I don't know why he fell because I didn't see it happen.
Yeah.
So I gotta run back to him. I gotta see what happened.
Okay.
As you do that, you notice that the signal that was among the bodies you were going towards, where it was once staying in one place, now it is circling around the side of the tube away from you. From the flush wall, as it were.
Is that the opposite direction?
It's going away from you.
It's going up?
Oh.
Well, like the circular circumference, like you guys are both kind of here, and it was over there, now it's going like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's kind of going up the wall.
Yeah.
To the ceiling, if like this round circular thing has a floor and a ceiling.
Yeah.
You said I felt two signals, right?
Yeah, there's one that's way far down.
And then there's this one.
And there's the one that's here. The one that's here, surprisingly, is around the same strength as the one that's way far down. You've never had anything like this happen before in your relationship.
So that one's super far, and I have the same, and it's the same strength.
Yes.
And then there's the one that's like right by me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, no, I'm not turning back for you. I look back and I'm like, Mashrou, and I'm like, I need Alfar. So I go for the one that's nearby.
Sure.
That's the one I'm going for.
Mm-hmm.
It's close. I need to figure it out. I'm like, you're close by. I can feel it. I know it. So I'm going to find that first.
All right. So you sort of have the image of Alfar in your mind, and you're able to pinpoint it out. And do you book it? Because you see that this thing's moving kind of fast. Okay, so you're booking it.
Oh yeah.
You come across several creatures in your midst, but most of them flee before you. But as you sort of run past, you see this one thing in the side of the wall, and it's this like gigantic bison head with these red eyes that are gleaming out, and there's kind of these worms that are coming out from parts of its shaggy mane. And as you cross it, it speaks to you. It's not really a question, but it's rather a statement. I am here. Why are you here? Trying to interact with you.
All right. I'm here to find.
So you stop and talk to it, or are you running?
Oh, yeah. I gotta stop because that's crazy. There's this giant thing talking to me, or maybe I just as I run by, I just kind of say I'm looking for my friend, and just I'm gone. I'm getting Alfar. That's what I'm doing.
What is a friend? It speaks to you, and as it does, this sort of fog sort of starts to emit from its teeth.
I don't like that.
Yeah, me either. I think I'm gonna keep running.
All right, you keep running. So you sort of duck and weave, and from that experience, you know you've gamed this thing. Is like, okay, don't talk to shit unless you're ready.
Yeah, I wasn't ready for that.
Okay.
No, I'm not talking to the giant avatar friend there.
Yeah.
The flying bison or whatever he
Mhm.
is. I'm leaving that alone.
So
I'm going for Alfar. I feel him. He's close.
you're getting close. You're gaining on him, and you're at this stage. Let's say, on what would be, if we're talking a rectangular sense, you've gotten to the 90-degree wall. So you're on the wall, whereas Mashrou is on the floor now, and Mashrou is close to the other wall. You know, so like you're all the way over here, and you've gone up now, and you're gaining on him. You get really close, and you see that there's this little bugger. Like it just looks annoying by looking at it. You know, you get the sense, and it's this thing that has the head of a fish, and it has the body of a mongoose.
Yeah, that's annoying.
And it's got these 6 little legs, and it's just scurrying around with its big fish eyes, and it's just kind of like it never blinks, and it's just like
I like that thing.
kind of this squirrely vibe off of it. It's just running. So
I like that.
how would you catch this thing? What are you gonna do?
Is that the energy I'm feeling?
Yeah. You don't know.
So I think that he possibly has Alfar in him.
Potentially.
Like he might have eaten.
Is that what you think?
That's where this energy source is coming from, though.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I want to jump on him and grab him and like figure out what he is, but I don't want to touch those eyes, so I'm gonna like grab him from the back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna like.
This thing's squirrely. It's about the size of a squirrel. I don't know if you've seen squirrels in Baghdad.
No.
Perhaps like a taxidermied squirrel would be like beasts from the north.
Right.
Yep.
Side freak show thing.
Yeah.
Do you jump on it? Do you throw a dagger at it?
I'm not gonna throw a dagger at it because I'm not sure exactly what the case is.
Yeah.
I've seen some crazy stuff back in mystical Baghdad.
Yeah.
And for all I know, that could be Alfar. Could be. I don't know. He could have.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
So you just want to detain and discern.
I'm sending out that signal, and I'm telling Alfar, I'm right here. Turn around. I'm right here.
Yeah.
And then he's trying to grab it.
Yeah, and I'm trying to grab it.
So as you send out that signal, and you're trying to grab this little squirrely beast, it sort of makes it hiccup in its run. It sort of stops for a second because it senses you, and then it sort of just rushes off again. But each time you do this, you get close enough to sort of try and grab it. But you know that at the rate at which you're running, you can't actually just grab it with your hands. You'd have to try to jump and pounce on it mid-run.
Yep. So yeah, I'm gonna do like a Superman dive.
Dive
and grab.
So for this check, you would get +1 for being nimble, and you can use thievery for this because it requires you to be quick. So you'd have 3 reach, and also because you're a vagabond rickshaw driver as your titles, you can boost this check, so you can spend 1 vigor. I believe you have 1 vigor.
I have 1 vigor, so I can't do that.
You can. You don't die if you don't have any vigor left. You're just kind of, you're out of it.
All right. Okay.
But then you can boost the check, so you get 2 tries at it.
Okay. So what's my reach altogether now?
You have a reach of 3 for this.
I have 3. Okay. I'm gonna do.
And you're boosting? You have to declare a boost with vigor before.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna do the boost.
Okay.
Because I'm desperate. I need Alfar.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do. I have a reach of 3.
Reach of 3.
I can do this twice.
Yep. So give me the first one.
All right. First one is gonna be. I'm gonna do 1 to 3 first.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do 36.
Okay. So yeah, you're able to pounce on this thing, and with all of the energy that you have left in you, you just barely thud on the ground, and it's in your fingers, and you have it by the fur, and you're able to just hold on to it, right? You grip really tight because it's trying to get away from you, and then you're able to take it into your hands. What do you do?
I'm feeling around. I'm trying to. It's freaking out, and I'm trying to feel around. I don't know if this thing ate Alfar or what it is.
To it?
So yeah. So I turn it around and I look it dead in the face, and I'm like, Alfar, what is this you, or what did you do with Alfar?
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
My name is Kremlin.
I hate his name.
Unhand me, beggar, whelp. He starts like
Insulting me?
Yeah, he starts insulting you.
Well, let me see if there's anything about me that's gonna Yeah, I'm like, shut up. What did you do with Alfar?
I know.
I'm not letting this bother me.
Yeah,
I've
sure.
been called worse stuff than that.
Oh yeah. I know no Alfar. Unhand me.
The mouse.
The mouse. Oh. He was quite exquisite. But we only had a taste.
Where is he?
Unhand me, cur.
I'm not going
Lest
to
I
do that.
summon my horrors upon you.
So I
And they will
I've dealt
devour
with that
you.
before too. So I pull out my dagger and I hold it to his face.
Yeah.
I demand answers.
Give me a manipulation check. This is 3.
Okay. So 3.
Yep.
I'm gonna do. 16 to 19.
Okay. He sees the glint of both your eyes and the dagger, and he knows that now he's between a man who has something and nothing to lose. So he begins to sort of sweat, and you sort of feel this ooze sort of come out of his scales before it turns into fur.
Gross.
And he says, "Vagabond, I know nothing of where this thing went, but if you'll unhand me, I'll give him back to you."
I don't trust him. I've got trust issues.
Yeah.
I say no. You will not be released. You belong to me until I get what I want. You either tell me where he is or give him to me now.
Fine, I will give him to you now, but you must unhand me. I have many women to serve. And then he begins to vomit this hind leg of this small little mouse, and you see in your third eye your friend in one piece in front of you.
So he's there.
It's his leg.
Just his leg.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he ate your familiar's leg.
So I am...
So that's what he does.
Okay. So he pukes up the leg.
Yep.
He gives me the leg.
Mm-hmm.
I grab the leg.
Yep.
I hold him over here.
Mm-hmm.
And I hold the leg over here.
Yeah.
So that way I can tell
Mm-hmm.
if this is all he's got.
That's all he's got.
That's all he's
That's
got.
what you can tell.
Okay. So I throw him as far as I can.
Okay. So as he sort of sails into the darkness, Kremlin the fishy, he wails to you, "I will have my revenge!"
Yeah. Okay. So I'm not scared of him.
Yeah. So now what does you do as your only sort of kind of friend is blacked out amidst this specter-like figure?
Now that I have this, I know that the other energy that I feel that is super strong, that is very far away at this point, at least. So something's happening that is enhancing our psychic, and I don't know. It might be that jewel that appeared upon his forehead before we disappeared. I'm assuming that has something to do with it, but he's within my sight, mental sight. So
yes, he's very far off.
Yes, but so I know that I have a piece of him. He's there. I go back. I have what I need. I'm going back.
So, because of this exchange, you have gained. The Muse has bestowed upon you ardor. What that is a status like your other ones, but it only lasts until the end of the scene, and you can spend it to boost any check that you want. Because you have entertained the Muse.
Okay.
So good job, buddy.
Right on.
So we'll say that you're able to arrive towards your friend. You see that the blue specter sort of fishes out from the corpse of the beast what he wanted to. You see him leave, and as he does, you're able to approach your friend. You see him there on the floor, being molested by 3 gray children.
Oh God.
Oh God.
All right.
A nightmare.
As I walk through the valley, I run to your side and I kind of like, cause these things
scatter them.
Yeah, I'm just like, get out of here. And I come to your side and I turn you over because you fell face down. I flip you over and I smack your face a little bit, trying to like.
You come to,
Yo, let's go.
Am I in any condition to move?
Yeah.
Okay.
You
what happened
feel very intoxicated.
Yeah.
But otherwise, you were as you were before.
I get up and I go, where'd it go?
Where'd what go?
The thing on the horse thing.
Oh,
where did he go?
The big guy. The big guy you were
looking
for. Is he took off, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. What happened to you?
Lights. Orange green.
I didn't see any lights.
They flashed.
So are things around us somewhat calming down?
Yeah.
The beasts are gone.
For now, yes.
For now,
that's how it seems.
I'm a little bit more.
Both of you are very beaten down.
Oh, beaten down, but I'm not as. I'm a little more with it because I know I have.
You have some.
I'm not confused. Yeah, I have some sense of where Alfar is, and I know because there's not 2 of him anymore.
Yes, there's only 1.
So I have that at least that little bit of reassurance.
And you're like carrying the leg with you.
I've got this leg. It's I'm putting the leg in my pocket. It ain't going anywhere. And
I'm the opposite.
Right? Yeah, you're out of it.
I'm just like, we need to get out of here.
And then, so because I'm a little more calm now, I say we got to talk about what's going on. How did you get here?
We need to leave.
How did you get here?
There was a void, and I punched it.
All right, so that's not how I got here. You're in a different. Where were you? I saw you die.
I was in
the
arena.
You died.
I did not die.
What arena?
I was about to die. I mean, I'm not dead.
What is this? Where did you get this?
I have always had this. Ever since I became a fighter.
You're not a fighter.
I most certainly am a fighter. I am the most well-known fighter. You are just a driver.
We gotta figure out what's going on here.
We do. We need to figure out where to be that isn't here.
So as this conversation is coming forth, give me a perception, quote-unquote, check. So if you have anything that involves that, underhand doesn't really help here, but some of your statuses.
I have
intuition works. Yeah,
I have intuition, so that might help.
I'm just gonna guess 11.
All right. Well, don't do that yet.
Okay.
Give me another check.
Okay.
It can still be 11 if you want it to be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like 11.
So what's mine?
You would have +2 on this.
So I have 3.
Yeah, because Nimble would help you here too. So,
Alright, so I have a reach of 3. I'm gonna do you did 11. I'm gonna do 7 to 10.
Okay, so as you guys are sort of having this, not really a shouting match, but just like, where the hell are we? You see this slithering entity come near behind him. It's a bit ways far off, but it's coming in at a pace that's faster than a trot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I discern its motive?
It wants you.
Me?
The both of you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How big is it?
It seems to be at least as big as you are.
Ooh, that's pretty big.
I've had enough of this.
Yeah.
And the only place that I've had any sort of reprieve from this horribleness is up those crystals. So I'm once again, I'm getting up. I'm not even grabbing him this time. I'm just going for the crystals. I'm just getting up out of here.
Sure. You just grab him, you said?
No, I'm not even grabbing him.
He doesn't
I'm
even
just,
grab
I'm just
me.
getting up.
He just
And
leaves me.
I'm just like, I've had enough of this. And I'm just scrambling.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, do you even notify him that there's like some creature coming by?
I mean, you could probably see it on my face that like
Okay,
I'm like
sure.
reacting.
Oh, so he sees it. I don't see it.
No.
No, it's behind you.
Oh,
I'm
it's behind
reacting.
In my. All right.
I'm reacting. I'm
well-
just going, I've had enough of this.
Well, you're leaving. Regardless of what's behind me, I'm going to chase after
Okay.
because
Okay.
I don't want to be
Yeah.
by myself in this.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna follow my
So
shrew.
you guys run into the darkness,
Okay.
and you go towards the next ledge, towards, I assume, the signal.
Yes.
Okay. So we'll cut it there, but before we do, I'll get soliloquies from each of you. Jaku, bring us into your mind.
I've fallen into a world that I have no idea what's happening, and my only friend is very far away from me, and I hold his leg in my pocket. So this is a very surreal time for me, and the only other familiar face is this neighborhood bully who is being extremely difficult because I don't really know what's going on with him, and he clearly has no idea what's going on with me. I am determined to find my friend. That's all I have.
Would you like Fate's Favor or an experience point for the group?
I'm gonna do Fate's Favor.
Awesome. Yeah, so write that down that you have it. You were at 0 vigor. The scene has ended, so now you have 1 vigor. Mashrou.
I think, in the poetic sense, Mashrou is thinking, oh, madness of madness, the void this is not. Yet, I'd rather the void than the world we have wrought.
Oh.
Should this image be real and more than a dream? May I find my way out soon, or this madness would become me.
Very good.
Thank you.
Fate's Favor or an experience point?
I'm going to do the experience point for the group.
All right.
Yeah.
So we are ending session 2 with how many experience?
4 now, right?
3.
3. Okay.
3.
3 experience. And we will return quite soon. Kevin, where can we find your music?
Let's skip the music thing.
Sure.
Let's just say.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just happy to be a part of the podcast.
Alrighty then.
Thank you.
You can find The Epic of Dreams at exaltedfuneral.com. It is the role-playing system that we've been playing this whole time, and we hope you've enjoyed yet another episode.
Yeah.
Until next time,
Oh, craziness.
I'm Drew Cochran.
Jake Carlini.
I'm Mashrou, aka Kevin Miner.
May your sagas be vehement and glorious.
Woo! Yeah.